I'm very happy to be with you today. My name is Magdala Ramirez. I come from the Maya Mexica tradition. Today we're going to be talking about this portal that it is wide open for all human beings. What is this portal and how to understand this portal within your own self? As we have been saying, the revelations are happening inside of you. A new consciousness is already being awakening. And as you go back into that original vibration, you are able to understand this portal. You are able to comprehend a higher truth about yourself. This portal is going to remain open for a little bit longer. And this is the beautiful chance that you have to really increase and raise your own consciousness. And all is happening because of love. All this happening because it has to happen. For you are encountering the golden era. And as you begin to find your truths within yourself and being aware of your multi-dimensionality and your possibilities that you have in choosing a different version of yourself, it is very powerful to see how many people are crossing to that portal. Just go there and don't look back. What is happening inside of the self? As you know, and we have been saying for a very long time, the system is dying. The one who enslaved you, it is dying. The one who has been limiting your senses is dying. Means that all your little selves that in some way were bounded by that system are leaving your body, and your true sovereignty are coming into being. That freedom that you have always been, it's being revealed. It is a time of so many concerns too, because you do need to learn a different ways of living, a different ways to relate. It is bringing a whole new spectrum of possibilities in this understanding, in this portal that it is happening right now. And what it is also happening is that a lot of your friends are leaving, a new set of friends are coming. And this is happening because of your vibration, your frequency range. Before, when you were aligned in some way with the system and the programming, you create all these new doors and ways to relate and understandings going back and forth, and you change yourself accordingly to different people around you. Now that you are being aware of who you are, aware of that love that you have always been, you want to relate with that truthfulness. You want to relate with your original vibration. And this is changing the game, is changing the picture. Because what you felt before, you don't feel it anymore. You do want to understand a whole new set of relations because you have changed within yourself already. For a long time, human beings change their tones of their vibration just to accommodate everybody, and losing in so many ways the awareness of who you are and the signature of your own presence, that signature of your own vibration. That is being revealed as we speak. And you begin to sense yourself and understand those ways that you have always have, and seeing the next step of the evolution, the next step of the pyramid. your next higher truth available for you. It is truly at hand. And it is happening because of the love that you are. Those distortions, those lower selves were created when you thought that you needed to change yourself because of love. You were thinking that that was the only way that you will be accepted or create a sensation of belonging. You thought for a long time that that was the way of life, and that is how you have been encountering your own male side too, your way of living. Well, this is changing because the divine feminine inside of you, that it is through that alignment with this one, the one that created you, it has been making so many revelations to you. The revelations of who you are and the key, that original vibration, that it is allowing you to go to many other worlds and many other perspectives of reality. Mother Earth is changing. She's moving very quickly to her original vibration too. And with that, all the life forms are changing and going back into that original. For such a long time, it has been so completely manipulated that it became that new normal. And that normal wasn't normal for the true human being. It wasn't normal to create divisions between male and female. It wasn't normal to bring racism into the picture. It wasn't normal to define yourself accordingly to the system. It wasn't normal so many ways that it was so completely limited and ruled in all your relations, including the one that you relate within yourself. Religions and traditions from everywhere in the world have the original code of what it means to be human being. Each one, it is holding the same knowledge, one single knowledge, and we have been speaking about this in the radio. And it got distorted. It got so completely distorted. And people began to create based on that distortion and contributing to the distortion for a very, very, very long time. Going back into the original, it is making this spiritual work of understanding what is yours and what is not yours. It is observing your creations. It is understanding why that creation was created in the first place. What that creation is bringing you for the highest good of everyone. You see, the true human being, it really works for the highest good of everyone by nature. That true human being recognizes herself, himself as love. So it is not that it's going to change in every single relation, given a different faces for different relations. It is you the one who holds one and the same. It is you the one who relates. And as you know, all the relations are happening within your own self. This portal that it is bringing, this new awareness, is very, very strong, very intense for many people. Because finally you can see your choices. The choice of being you, or the choice to keep on perpetuating a system that it is dying. You have a choice. Doing the same thing that you have been doing for so many, many, many generations, that of course if you do the same thing, is gonna create the same situations over and over and over again. Patterns in your life. Those patterns that you are able now to see it, and also you are able now to change it. But first you need to realize those patterns that it has been enslaving you for a long time. Moving those patterns, it is imperative at this time. So you don't create the same story over and over and over again. You have now that awareness, and that's the portal. This portal is about the golden light. It is about trusting that there is another way to do the things and to bring your creations into a higher space. It's about making the realization of the self. It is about allowing to know yourself in such a deep and strong manner. That new bonding that you have with you, it is holding this portal very, very strong and intense. What it make it intense is your decisions. What it make it intense, it is your choices that you have right there in the table that you are able to see before you don't even know that you have a choice. Healing the stories of the past, it is important at this time. Those stories that it has been holding you back for a long, long time, making your energy getting stuck in the same story over and over and over again because of that attachment. There is right now so much sadness and depression too. Just by recognizing that there is a higher choice, that you can do a difference, then you are the one who has the power to do this. For so many people, that power can be scary because they never relate with that power in an intimate manner. For so many people, they didn't know that they have the power to change. And right now, that power is being revealed. It is you, the one who's making those choices. It is you, the one who are able to see a different picture. There is so many revelations also of how it was done, health, how it was done, dimensionality, a different understandings of the self. You know now that your physical body responds to your emotional body too. Healing those emotions, it is imperative at this time. It's very, very strong to heal those emotions. How do you heal those emotions? By seeing the higher picture of yourself. By understanding that you are love, and through that love, you can see those parts of yourself that it is holding attachments to the experiences, and reclaiming that sovereignty, because no one has power over you. It is the time for a higher truth. It is the time to realize that you are the daughter and the son of the Great Mother, the one who holds the essence of everything and all the creation. That feminine aspect, when you realize that the changes really are inside of you and not outside of you. As we have been saying for a long time, we do understand that, you see, the man is not the enemy. It is the system, the enemy, and the enemy is inside of you. Those parts of the self that is still, it is linked with the system, that it is that lower self, that it is keeping you bounded, enslaved. And you can see this now. You can see and being aware of those selves. And it is up to you to bring this liberation. It is up to you to understand and embrace the freedom that you have always been. This portal of the golden light, it's about you to fly high and understand your freedom. It is up to you, and no one can make that choice but you. No one can do this but you, because only you can recognize your authentic vibration. Know that you have all the assistance, and part of the assistance was presenting to you all these possibilities, all that awareness. And as you begin to choose a higher truth about yourself, you're going to be also presented with many tests. And those tests is about contributing to the system, to the enslavement, or making the realization of the self and seeing a higher truth for you. And this is the real help that you can do to your families. To be brave and choose a different reality. To be brave and observe those patterns and get out of those patterns that is just making repeat the story over and over and over again. It is up to you to see that higher truth about yourself, and that it is the help for your family, your community, for all the people around you. It is time to be brave. It is time to have an authentic experience again. For that authentic experience and original experience only belong to that original human being. The infection is leaving. Now you're free, and it is the time for you to fly high and know that you always, always have the assistance that you need. We are heading right now to ceremony. It will happen, we will start next week from Vision Quest. We will be praying for humanity. We will be praying for that help that we always have, for us to realize that the Great Mother is always in us and all around us. Join us in this prayer. You're always welcome to come to the sacred land and have ceremony with us. You know this. You always know that we all are completely interconnected in a deep manner. There is so many beautiful creations coming, and I will be talking about this next time. Thank you for being you. Tlatsokomate, Tlatsokomate, Tlatsokomate. I am you. I am Magdala.